Black bean chili. I hope you like chili. We're gonna use chili black beans to make black bean chili. So the first thing I'm gonna do is from yesterday's dinner, I've got some chopped red onion left, which I'm just gonna fry up in my pan. So I'm gonna pop my pan on and pop my red onions in there. If you've seen any of my previous streams, and I keep explaining this, I don't know if I need to, but I rather do. So I do have a non-stick pan, and my non-stick pan is from a company called Prestige. It's an Eco range non-stick pan, and it's a plant-based non-stick. So the non-stick part of the pan is not ceramic or what is it called, Teflon. It's a plant-based layer, so it's definitely a little bit more sustainable, and it's vegan, so there's no kind of like animal deprived stuff on it, and obviously if any of that would come off during the cooking process, it's not as toxic, or it's not toxic. So I'm gonna pop that in my pan, and I don't really use oil for cooking. So what I do, and my top tip, my top tip is to put a little bit of water in with my onions in my pan, and it's literally just like a few drops of water, and it will fry your stuff just as it would with oil, but way healthier. So I've got my onions in there. Additionally to my onions, I want some garlic. I love garlic, so I'm gonna use 2 cloves of garlic, which I'm gonna chop up right now. So as I said, everything is optional really. I mix and match as I go along with cooking. So I'm quite flexible. If there's any spice or herb or vegetable or any other ingredient that you don't like, just leave it out. Good. I chopped up some garlic, 2 cloves of garlic, which I put in my pan. My pan is sizzling with some onion and garlic in there. And I'm gonna have also some ginger. I love fresh ginger. If you don't have fresh ginger, or you're not quite sure of the ginger taste but you want it a little bit warming, use dry ginger, which is not quite as strong. But I love fresh ginger, so I'm going to add a little bit of fresh ginger in it. And you might think, oh, that's a bit of a weird choice for a chili. However, most chili mixes, spice mixes, have some kind of dried ginger in it. Red onion, I've got garlic, and I've got some ginger in there now. So I'm going to add a little bit more water in here, because that has quickly dissolved. Lovely, and that smells also more intensive. I'm going to take this off the heat just for now, because I keep chatting and I haven't been chopping, so I need to do more chopping and less chatting. I've got a sweet potato. This is a white sweet potato, and it's a big boy, as you can see. So what I'm going to do with my sweet potato is I'm going to not use all of it, because it is quite a lot. And I'm not going to make any rice or anything with my chili. I literally just add some sweet potato into the chili directly, so it's a one-pot dish. And that will give me enough carbs to fill me up, so I don't need any kind of rice with it. However, if you like rice, you can make some rice with it, have some nachos or tortilla chips with it, whatever you fancy. Roughly peel this, and literally just like a tiny piece of it. So, sweet potato going in. I'm going to put this back onto the heat, so this is going to start sizzling a bit, cooking a little bit, and frying a little bit. So I'm going to have my sweet potato sizzling on here. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up a pepper, just a red pepper. I want to get some color in it, and I want to get some sweetness, but some peppery sweetness, which I really, really like, and I think it makes a chili. I really, really like, yeah, the kind of taste of peppers and the peppery sweetness. I go for a red pepper because it looks pretty, and yeah, it gives a bit of a color contrast because I've got my white sweet potato. So here we go. One pepper in there. I just took it back off the heat because again I don't want it to get too brown. But now that my pepper is in here, my pepper will start losing a little bit of liquid. I'm gonna add some more liquid, so I'm gonna start creating a little bit of a sauce while I'm still frying. So next is my cauliflower. I'm just gonna add some, or take off some of the rosettes, and I've started using it. So I only just use a few cauliflower rosettes. I think that's what it's called, isn't it? Rosettes. I'm gonna add my cauliflower into here as well. So yeah, just as many as you like. You could also use broccoli for this if you're more of a broccoli person. But my sweet potato has kind of browned a little bit. So I'm gonna open my very intriguing chili black beans, and I'm gonna add my chili black beans into my chili. Oh, it's a bit goopy. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to get it out. A bit more liquid in. So they do look interesting. Oh, this already looks quite like a chili, so you might not need all those ingredients that I planned for, because stuff already looks, oh, it smells really nice. It smells a little bit ketchupy, but I don't mind that. I'm going to add some more spices in. I've got a baguette from yesterday, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a garlic baguette that I'm going to serve on the side. So I just chop. I just cut my garlic baguette in half and then half the halves. That makes sense. So I'm going to put this down to medium heat first of all. And then I'm going to get a tray out for my baguettes. Very, very easy to make your own garlic baguette. You literally just need baguette, butter, and garlic. So I'm gonna add some vegan margarine kind of butter onto my baguette, half and half. So we've got buttered, halved baguettes, and I'm gonna chop another couple of garlic cloves. There we go. So I've got two big boys here. If you don't like garlic, just have the baguettes without the garlic. You could add some cheese on it, so make cheesy baguettes on the side, which are also quite nice. And yeah, you could even crumble up some nachos, add those on top of the baguettes, and top them with like cheese or some kind of salsa, and then cheese, and make them a proper kind of like Mexican style baguette. There's no rules, just go with what you like and be adventurous. And I'm just gonna top my baguette that I've buttered with those chopped up garlic bits. Right, I put my oven on 180, pop that in, and that should do the trick. Okay, I've got lots and lots of spices here, so I'm just gonna add the some spices to make it a little bit warmer, a little bit nicer, and a little bit more chillier. So the first thing, smoked paprika. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of smoked paprika. I'm gonna add some 5 spice as well, just because I really like it. So about half a teaspoon, and I just literally go with the flow here. Ground cumin, gonna add some of that as well. I've just added lots of different things. I've added some mustard. I've added some Marmite, which is yeast extract. And I've added some liquid smoke to my chili because I wanted to have a nice deep smoky flavor, and I wanted to have a little bit of a mix up of spices, and yeah, it's supposed to be warming, it's supposed to be nice and have a bit of an oomph. That's why I put that in there. Alright, so I've got my chili cooking lovely. I took it off the heat now because it's kind of reducing quite quickly. I've got mushrooms, and I love mushrooms, so they just need to go into my chili. So I'm gonna just slice up the mushrooms here and chuck them in. So in our chili we have mushrooms now. We've got some cauliflower, we've got some sweet potato, we've got some black beans in chili sauce. We do have some peppers in there as well. We've got a bunch of different kind of spices because I'm not really using any ready packages, so I'm going to put all my own spices in. I've put in smoked paprika, put in cumin, I've put in some 5 spice, Chinese 5 spice. I've put in some liquid smoke, which is literally what it says on the tin. It's liquid and it's smoky and it's amazing. And some yeast extract, which is not only very nice, it's quite a nice pungent flavor, but also quite healthy as well. I've taken that off the heat. My mushrooms are gonna be getting soft but keeping a crunch just by cooking in the sauce. And then I'm like cooking. This is my chili that I made with chili black beans. So my black bean chili, which has peppers in it, it's got some sweet potato in it, it's got some beautiful looking mushrooms in it, some cauliflower, it's completely vegan, and yeah, very quick and easy to make, as you saw, and accompanied by a garlic baguette. So it's literally just a baguette which I halved and then halved again. A little bit of butter on it. I use this butter, which is from a UK supermarket called Marks and Spencer's. However, if you get Flora in your country, Flora is quite, I think, a widespread butter, which is completely vegan as well. Just spread a bit of butter on it. Chop some garlic, add the garlic on it, put it in the oven for like 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and you've got garlic bread, which you can dump into your black bean chili.